Holston Golds, break the course, round 2. Let's get it underway. I've had the opportunity to play Holston a lot more as other courses have been closed recently, so a lot of new plays for me to go with, a lot more consistent plays for me to play with. Right now, we're sitting around 35 degrees in December, so got a little bit of wind. See if we can possibly break the course today at 1 down. Again, still going with something overstable and fast. FE3 over the top on hole 1. I always do 2 off the top here in this series, so go to a C-line PD. It's really cold, first throw of the day. Try to keep the hand from exploding. Throwing the stiff plastic does not help. Oh yeah, please. I love that. Should be pretty good. The solar flare is actually the better of the 2 shots. The the PD is actually to the left. It's very pinched off, so I'm gonna play a little bit safer here. I got a little Lux Vapor DD. I'm gonna throw it on a forehand. Should be flippy enough. Play a hyzer flip up the right side and work it left. Not a bad look at here at all. Just try not to get cut up. Left really pinched. The DD is just overturned, but if I can rip my more overstable zone on a flex forehand here, work it right to left, and hopefully get it to hold, that could possibly save us a par. I grounded it, but it should be a look at the basket, which is not bad. Hey, look, it's my towel that I left here a couple days ago. Actually, closer to a week ago, but wow, cool. Yeah, really long putt downhill. I'd say essentially in circle 3. P1X is now. Let's get it down there. Maybe give it a bid. Yeah, very rough bid there. Cold hands, first putt in a couple days. After ourselves was about 15 feet, pin high. Oh, dead center almost spit out. I'm really hesitant right now, dealing with something in my left knee. So putting pressure on it is kind of weird. May have to go to like a stiff-legged putt later today, but if I can stay healthy, then I think we could be good because I've been putting really well with these P1Xs. Hole 2 hasn't changed much. We're getting a lot more wind than we had the first time, but now just changing to my Esplend Emperor on a hyzer. The right side, just pushing hyzer. That's all it is. Really close there. Oh, we're gonna have a gap hit. Left it way too inside, and now we got to hit a gap going up the hill. Left with a shot here. I'm gonna play like a beam shot, slight flexor with the Roman. Hopefully leave it left enough to let it push through. Get up. We're at the top of the hill, but not high enough. Have not crested the hill yet, so got a weird shot coming up. I'm gonna try to play the pink PD to pull it left to right. Hopefully just barely crest the hill here. I don't know. This is a tough shot. Never really been in this position before. Oh, it's too stable. No. That was a good shot. If it was able to pull for a lot longer. Well, I found it, and we are in jail. Not the start that I wanted. If I can get a full swing out here, maybe I can lay down a flex forehand. Try to get a little bit more off the bite. Yep, that's the best I can do. Another look for par from circle 3, so I actually have to jump putt this one. Don't hit the, okay. Man, that is a pump. I don't think I could ever get that there. So over through 2 is not the best that we could have started with, but not the worst either. Hole 3, gonna play something different. I threw a Conqueror here once, and it was like a really straight Conqueror, but I threw it flat. It was 15 feet, so I think distance driver is honestly the best thing here. I'm gonna throw the Reach. It's probably the most stable one I have in my bag right now, as I wait for more Conquerors and more Emperors to get back to me. So pushing hyzer the entire way. Hit the tree. Forward skip. We got really lucky. No, we got sent down due to a terrible kick. Hit a tree, had a horrendous roll back into circle 2, but in the open for a look here. Not that windy. Okay, see if we can convert. Ah, just around. Essentially inside the bullseye coming back. Wow. I didn't even putt that hard. Hole 4 got really weird wind right now. It's like a tail right to left, so I'm going to go a little bit more flippy. Got this Eclipse Echo. So a little bit more flippy than my Hex. Going to throw this on slight hyzer and let it push. Probably going to stable out a little bit quicker. Yeah, wind hold it over. Let that nice and high. Crash. Should be a really good shot. Be able to kind of punch at the birdie. Well, this is not bad at all. Ended up a little bit more left than I wanted, but kind of forces me into this flex forehand, which I do not mind at all if I can leave it out right. My second shot on this hole has been really bad recently. So, just gonna throw the titanium zone on a pushy flex. Get left. We'll have a look at it. That wasn't a bad shot. Just need a little bit more turn and height. Let's see. We got a straddle gap putt. Not my best forte. If I don't hit this gap, that's probably a bogey. Oh, just left. You better not spit out at me. There. The hardest tee shot left here for hole 5. So I've started like the little flex shot up the left side. And I'm going to throw my blue S-Line PD. Let it push straight. Hopefully if I can hit the gap. It needs to fade. Got hit and it's really pinched, but it's safe. Left with really tricky footing here. So really can't do a run up. So I'm just going to throw the Crave like flat on the forehand and let it push. Yep, fade on time. I'll hit that tree. That should leave us a look to potentially get the birdie, but that's going to be a tough shot. Need something a lot more pushy here on like really steep hyzer just inside. So I'm going to go MD1 here, really pinched off. See if we can potentially get some magic here. That's going to be left, but it was clean the entire way. I'm not sure how far that got. Got to look here. I mean, a little hyzer look in circle 2. Yeah, super short. That's it. All right, take a par on the hardest hole on the course. Left pretty easily here. for par. That is quite the par from where we were off the tee. Hole 6 is going to be a little bit of a different play, just kind of trying to end up with more like a stall forehand. I'm going to throw my Cloudbreaker a little bit straighter than my Emperor. Well, I made the same mistake, but I got like a little skip back towards this, a little dead skip, so should be able to go for the green. Not a bad spot at all right here. Going to be a little bit tricky with the footing because of the leaves, but if we can hit this clean, throwing really the PD that I care about the least, which is this pink one, but I can just get this on a pushing hyzer, clean, nice and hard, and we can get to the green safely. Go in the basket. Oh my god. Well, it's like 60 deep, but oh my god. As expected, really long. Probably edge of circle 2. I'm gonna give this the softest bid imaginable, just like a little bit of any headwind that's gonna slow it down. Yeah, right beside the basket. Nice little bid. Take apart and leave. Man, at the beginning of fall, this part of the course looked beautiful. I'll put a picture up for you to see. So I did catch cam for Hub City Halloween Open, which was 3 rounds right here. And this view right here was amazing. Hole 7 is the hole that I kind of feel like I figured out a little bit. So I have a disc with a nice stability. The Crave, hyzer flip, push dead straight, a little bit of turn. That's essentially the entire play. A little overturned cutback. Yep, that cutback was really nice. Didn't give that height or the hyzer, but still a lot better than we were the first time. Had a little bit of a head left to right off the tee that I did not feel, so that's why we turned and burned. Weird footing because of a little crater right here, so I'm gonna throw a standstill hex shot, a little bit left, and hopefully it just turns. Get in there. Oh man, short, but we got kicked into the gap. Today is a lot more windy than expected, so gonna hurt us down the stretch. Little zone up shot. That's it. Should be okay. The problem is that it's sustained windy. It's not really gust windy. Got a little bit of a headwind here. Left side, put it in. No real change on hole 8. I'm just going to the Venom. I put it back in the bag recently because I lost that Conqueror that I had that y'all never saw and need something beefy. Slight flex over the right side. Hopefully it throws it in. If this wind beats it down and I lose this, I'm going to lose my mind. Over everything. Oh, we got caught really early. At least the disc is safe. So the Conqueror I had is somewhere over there, I think, because it just pushed the entire way. But, yeah, I got caught up by the trees. Now we're 100 short. I'm just going to pitch up here, hopefully. And slow down under the pin. Yep. Bullseye. I think we need this wind to slow down to have a real chance, but changing it up on Hon 9, I'm just gonna throw a backhand to the corner. Proxy. Heard it described as 350 to the back of it. 300 would not be bad at all. I mean, this would make the shot a lot easier if I can do this consistently. Now sit down. That's not too long, and should be a perfect shot. We are on the back wall and now really pinched off, so I'm gonna try to throw this Mind Stone on a little hyzer flip forehand. The right to left. This is a tough shot. Sit. That'll be something. Maybe have another forehand. Really pinched here. I went ahead and put down the mini. I thought about throwing the DD, but I'm just gonna throw the Crave. Flat, I think. Maybe slight hyzer. Slow it down just a little bit. It's probably two left. I'm not sure though. Really pinched here, so I think it's gotta be the Crave again. Instead of the zone. Another forehand, another pushy forehand. We can get in there. Screwed ourselves with that last shot. Now we got essentially no look at the basket from deep circle two. Aw. Skidded a lot more than I wanted, but should just be a bogey. And that is a bogey, I believe. So on hole 10, instead of like hyzer flip up the gut right here on the right, I've started like going dead straight at it. So like up the left side on the little hyzer flip to turn. That's what I'm gonna do with the echo. A little bit of a hyzer flip to downhill should turn it. Turn. I mean, that got down there and it hit something, but did not turn how I wanted it to. Man, this wind has to stop. We do have a look. I'm gonna open it up a little bit more by getting on my knee, but middle circle two, a little floaty bid. Wow. We are yet to really like miss inside the circle. But we've had so many opportunities from circle two that we have not been able to commit and make. And this wind is going to scare me once we get to the open holes. And my fingers are starting to fall apart. But hole 11, starting to go to like a little flex shot. Going with the Roman. Tiny little flex from the left side. Yep. And fall and fade. That is a perfect tee shot. Man, use the entire airspace on that. That was probably the most clean shot I've thrown off that tee. But one little pushy hyzer here with the Emperor. Want to hit the corner and get a big skip. So, see if we can convert. Yes. Yes, that should be really good. Man, we were left really inside, did not get far enough. Needed that a little bit lower and get a big skip. Now we got a weird, like, right to left head to work with from an edge of circle putt. Too high. I mean, that's just like impossible to read. It either throws or it lifts. There's no in between. If we want to beat this series, and we really got to convert on that. But now we're about to go into the open, and it's going to be a rough set of holes. Hole 12, I think it's just like either a towering like flex over the top with the crash, or like I think it's a PD shot. So I'm going to try to throw the Blue S Line PD up the gut here. Just get as far down as I can. It's gonna be so left. I mean, I think it hit a tree. We may have a look at the birdie on a hole that I thought I would never have a look at without getting a specific disc. We did it with a PD. We're inside circle two with a look at the basket. One of the most pitiful looks you'll see, and we're still without a birdie. Hole 13, I just want something to push here, so I'm going to throw my C-line PD a little bit low, try to get a big skip. Send it left. I got a big straight skip, and that should be a look at the basket. Got a look with a little bit of a low ceiling, so I'm going to try to punch this through with a little jumper. From edge of circle 2 to circle 3. Way left. Bullseye look at par. Man, all my putts are so low right now. It's time to try to stay in bounds. The lines are now painted. We're going to have to deal with the wind. It's going to change a lot. Just going to throw Emperor over the right side and try to hyzer it in. Got a little bit of a right to left. Throw it, 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 throw it. Stood up and scared me, but that wind helped me at the end. Dead center fairway right now, and we got a lot of wind. Got a little right to left, so really just want to be on the mound. That is the plan. I'm going to throw the solar flare on hyzer. Into the mound. Yes! Man, this is a tough putt, even with it being as close as it is with the wind. Okay, it's stuck. There's our first birdie of the day. Let's see, we got a tail to a tail left to right here. Kind of swirly. So, just gonna throw the Emperor again. Throw it flat. I think throw it a little bit more left because I think it will turn a little bit. But kind of just want to cross the fairway as long as possible. And if I do go OB, I go OB late. But see what we can do here. Put that so much more low than I wanted to. Get past it. It's either really good, OB, or behind a bunker. Man, threw that way too low to the ground, so we got a big skip. Luckily, we stopped before the OB. So I'm just going to play a zone in, like a hyzer. That's essentially all I need to do. And hopefully we can take another birdie. I like that one. That was really close to being really bad, but I think we're just outside the bullseye. See, we got yeah, just outside the bullseye. A little bit hard, but that's back to back. If I'm not mistaken, we went 5 over on the front 9, and right now we are 2 under on the back 9 with 3 to play and 1 eagleable hole. Just saying there's a chance. 16, man, this wind is really swirly. I'm going to throw like a pretty steep hyzer with the Emperor just to try to get left and deal with this wind. Get left, get left, get left. We could still save something from there. I want something that goes low because I don't think the wind's going to allow the spike hyzer. So I'm going to throw the pyro on hyzer down the gut. Hopefully end up in the circle. Probably the most important shot we have left here. What a kick. What a kick. Oh my goodness. Well, no, short putt here. Oh my goodness, I'm putting them so low, but they're going in. Okay, this is going to be a really awkward shot because of this wind. It's tough. It's like a little head, like a swirly head goes between right and left to right. So I'm going to trust the Emperor one more time. Try to hit the fairway. Oh, put it low enough. Middle of the fairway, we're going to need a bomb on the second shot, but we have a look. We are like about 40 feet, 50 feet in front of the short tee right here, so we're going to need something to be cooked. This Emperor has done work for me all day. Got like a weird tail right to left now, so if we can get this to fade after going really far, this would be insane. Not sure about that one. I mean, we have a look at the eagle, but not the one that we want. Now we got weird wind. and shot that I'm not confident in at all. So I'm going to throw the FT3, try to throw this in. Go. I mean, we're going to probably have the birdie, but now we're going to have an ace on 18. I mean, yes, this does mean four birdies in a row, which is really good at Holston, but we needed that eagle, I think, if my counting's correct. So now our only chance at 1 under, I believe, is the ace on 18, which I'm not sure if I have the disc for that or not. I mean, 18, we have an insane shot to hit with pretty bad wind, so I'm just going to try to throw like a big spiking flex with the Onyx here. The wind's dead. Please stay dead. Go in. Go in the bucket. Oh, man. Well, I don't think we're getting it. Got a direct headwind here from 30 feet. Edge of circle for even par and 5 straight, I believe. That is brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Man. That was a crazy round, especially down the stretch. I mean, we got 4 straight and then had a left side chain out on 18. That was a crazy round. And we were essentially a spit out on 3 away from even par. And even closer to a spit out on 3 from, you know, winning this thing and then possibly moving to a different course. But hope you enjoyed this video, this episode of Break the Course at Holston Golds. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.